Hey, Kenny Glick here from Reality. Have you noticed that most stocks are going down? Do you know how many stocks there are in the world? I would roughly put it, what, 17,000 stocks? I'm talking about even the pink sheets, the bulletin boards, the OTCs, your New York Stock Exchange, your S&P 500, QQQ, all that stuff. Roughly, I don't know, through how to throw a number at 17,000, something like that. I thought I once read that somewhere. 17,000 individual stocks. You know how many are good? None. No, basically 120 of those. Even the S&P 500. Not every stock in the S&P 500 is any good. The QQQ, basically 85 of the 100 are pretty good. That's why the Qs never go down. S&P and the Dow, right? Oh, by the way, if I haven't mentioned, the market never goes down. You see it? Do you get it now? Like, you got stocks that are going to zero. Most stocks suck. But the manipulation, the shell game, the smoke and mirrors, that is the market. And if somebody asks me, why am I bearish? Why am I bearish the market? Because the market sucks. It's a Ponzi scheme. The whole market's a scam, right? You just don't want to be the last one in. But the scam is on the shorter because the shorter thinks, yeah, wait a minute, most stocks suck. Everything's a pump and dump. Right. But the market never goes down because the market's a club of a very select group. And then when there's something is not producing well, they kick it out of the club to keep the shell game going, the Ponzi scheme, the pyramid scheme that it is, built on absolute nothingness. It's not based on reality. It's not based on economics. It's certainly not based on fundamentals of what stocks do. And there's one shining beacon of reality, the Trump stock. Trump stock is what the market should be. The stock doesn't do anything. It just sits around and sucks. That's what the whole market should be doing, 90%, right? But there's so much money flowing in between. That's what creates the market going up. If the market just reflected what the companies were doing fundamentally, the market wouldn't move, right? Think about the market cap of a certain stock. Like, what's going on at joeschmo.com each day, right? They're making calls, they're doing their business, they got manufacturing, they have goods and services, they sell those goods and services for a certain amount of money, right? But the stock fluctuates in 20% increments every day, right? Or more. Is what's going on at the company reflected in the crazy volatility of any stock? No. Nothing's that dramatic going on at a company on a daily basis, right? It's just algorithmic speculation, fear, greed. And that's it. And money flow. If the market reflected what companies would do, stocks would go like this, numbers would come out, it would react, counter react, and then go sideways until the next reaction. Maybe they would drift up and drown. Kind of like what the market used to do in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. And then we got rampant speculation and the market changed. And now we're here where it's all algorithmic and complete nonsense. And that's why I'm bearish. Not that I think the market's going to go down. It's just I don't like it. It's a Ponzi scheme, right? And I typically buy I guess, club stocks. And every stock I've owned had a shelf life. Like even SRAD, right? It was doing fine there and it got kicked out of the club. Now it sucks. So for every Eli Lilly, there's 900 stocks that suck, right? Think about Cisco finally getting back to 20-year highs. That stock has kind of sucked. If you've owned it for 25 years, you're just getting your money back. If you traded it, you've probably done all right. What's my point? My point is, are you seeing the illusion in front of us? You're seeing the illusion right here. Every fad and every momentum stock has lost their momentum. Yet, what's the market doing? It's powering its way higher because the money never comes out of the market anymore, right? It goes somewhere else. So now money's slightly coming out of the QQQ going into the Dow Jones, and the market never goes down. Get it? So, okay, you had your fad, right? Quantum stocks, they went parabolic, then they went freaking bubblicious. Bubble popped. When did the bubble pop? When Jamie Dimon started talking about quantum stocks. So now the sector was looking interesting to Jamie Dimon, he said. And these 80-cent stocks that went to $55 suddenly got a haircut down to 25 and 30. And you do understand that these are all worthless companies. Most of them don't even do quantum. Whatever quantum is, do you even know what quantum is? You don't. Nobody does, because it doesn't even actually exist. So the idea that quantum computing was going to power the next generation, it'll be something else. And then it'll be something else. The only real sector is tangible is semiconductors. Because no matter what anybody builds, it has to be powered by something. That's actually something there. There's something there. Quantum computing is a myth, right? Space rockets, robots, quantum AI, chips, right? The end is where all that money, space rockets, robots, quantum AI, they need semiconductors. That's the real move. That's the real money. That's where the money's going. That's where the real money's going to be made, right? You don't know the circle jerk of information. This company pays this company to do that thing over there with that company. It's just a circle jerk right now. Inevitably going to run out of transferring the money from company to company to company. I just think the market's got room to go down before the next massive leg up because of what Oracle did. Why am I saying this? None of it matters. Who gives a shit, right? Just trade the VWAP and you'll make money every day. That's what it really comes down to. My commentary is completely fucking worthless and irrelevant because the market, it never goes down. I mean, if it goes down 2 weeks from now and you're like, this guy says the market never, you get the joke now, right? I mean, look at any chart. Does the market go down? Yes, once in a while. But does it stay down? The answer is no. So does the market ever go down? No, it doesn't. And if you're trading even intraday and you have that in the back of your mind, all right, I'm shorting a stock, you have to say to yourself, well, this is not going to last. I'm going to have to cover and probably go long because the market never goes down. It's the same shit every day. It makes me sick. But whatever. Tomorrow, schmooze, we're going to open up the doors. Everyone's invited except you. You know who I'm talking to. Mr. I need 13 trials to decide whether or not you know what you're talking about. I do. I know what I'm talking about, but it's not about me. It's the VWAP trade. It's algorithmic. Boogie, woogie, woogie. You get it? Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. But seriously, if you've taken 13 trials and you're like, ooh, good, an open house, I get to hang out with Kenny again. You know what? Don't. Why? Is this 14th trial going to be the one that changes the game for you? You're going to plop that money down this time and join the cause? Yeah. Is that what's going to happen here? Uh-huh. Right. Don't bother showing up. Nothing's different. It's the same trade from last year and the year before and the year before and the year before and the year before and the year before. If you're not getting it, you're not obviously going to get it. Right? Did you buy open? Right after the faux show, bro, on the earnings report, I told you this was the greatest opportunity in the history of the market. Look at it now. Where's the stock? It was at 505. Right now, it's right back to $10. If you're not making money in the market, and again, if you're shorting, you're losing. Trust me, I know. But if you're buying every dip, continues to work pretty much on every stock, even the ones that you don't think. But let me just wrap this up with, there's a link here on the page. So let me give it to you. Or I won't. Oh, there it is. This link will open up the doors for you right here. It'll be in the chat. I don't know if it's going to be on the video later, but that link, you put your email in there, they'll send you all the information you need to find us. Not you. But yeah, I mean, it really is something to behold, especially when you see what Open did. When you see the algorithmic nature of the market, you're never going to unsee it. And then it's just sitting with us and learning all the different setups around the price action, around volume weighted average price. And then you're set. You're set for life, literally. That's it. I mean, there's not much more to say, really. So if you want to, keep thinking that the market goes down when it doesn't, that's your delusion. So, oh, right, the Trump stock, right. And that's what's so special about the Trump stock, right? The Trump stock It's beyond bad, right? Here you got a stock of the number one. Nobody's manipulated the stock market better than Trump. There's not even a comparison. Nancy Pelosi, you're a fart in the wind. These politicians that have some inside information that on a contract for some company and they make a couple of points on an option trade, nobody's manipulating the market more than Trump. The dude's making billions for him and his family. They're going to live off that money forever, right? But you would think, right, that this scumbag manipulating the market the way he does would be able to manipulate his own stock. His stock is another kind of suck. I mean, I don't understand it in a way because 2025 has been the year of the shitty stock, and this DJT can't get out of its own way. It's another kind. It's a new kind of suck. Like you suck so bad that you can't even catch a bid in the greatest bull market where short squeezes are the name of the game on dog shit stocks that don't make any money. This qualifies. But yet this stock is hitting all-time lows today. That's a special kind of fucking suck right there. And you know what? It couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Fuck this guy and his piece of shit stock. And when it gets delisted again, he'll be the only person in the history of mankind to have two stocks delisted. Do you know what kind of suck you need to be? That is succubus on a whole different realm. This is beyond comprehension how shitty this stock is. Man. But you know what? He doesn't care. Did you read the prospectus? They actually said on that first earnings release, we don't care about the stock. And I think that was the end of it. And smart people, but it really is something to behold that it's a special kind of suck. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Good luck. And,